guys, what's going on, and welcome back to our channel. It's not always glory and glitter in their lives. Some NBA players have had a rough history where their impulsive actions led as far as making them wear an ankle monitor during games and even getting their career completely run over. Here are some NBA players that went to jail. Number 4. J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith made a mistake that cost him his best friend's life. During the early 2000s, Smith was making a big name for himself in basketball, but behind the scenes, he was battling his demons. To put it short, J.R. Smith was addicted to speeding. Every time he got behind the wheel of the car, he would impulsively step on the pedal and reach insane speeds. Nothing brought him more joy than burning some rubber. In 2005 alone, he got 4 speeding tickets and 27 points docked on his driver's license. Not only that, the player has had his license suspended 5 different times too. We didn't even know this was possible. Well, as a rich athlete, he had the best lawyers money could buy, and he got away with all that. Eventually, his addiction caught up with him, causing one of the most tragic incidents in league history, and no amount of money could have helped him out of this one. In the summer of 2007, JR picked up his car and headed on to cook out with his friend Andre Bell. They were vibing and having fun until Smith sped the car up to insane speeds, and as they pulled up on a busy intersection, the car faced an accident. Surprisingly, Smith only faced a minor injury, but Andre's condition was critical. He suffered head injuries, and there wasn't much the doctors could do. He lost his life as a result of the accident. Smith's addiction and impulsive decision to speed the car up cost him his best friend's life. As a result, he faced a few criminal charges. If he was convicted, he could have easily been sent to jail for 15 till forever. Luckily for JR, Andre's mother didn't want his career to be ruined because she knew how a mother felt losing a child. He then only had to spend 90 days in jail with 500 hours of community service with a license suspension for 2 years. Smith truly owes his freedom to Andre's mom. Number 3. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Some players break the law so much they have to play NBA games while they're still in jail. A video of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope playing a game with an ankle monitor went viral on the internet, and no one could chill after that. How is this even possible? Back in 2017, when Pope played for the Pistons, one night they lost a close game to Miami. The score was literally just 1 point apart, 96 to 97. So, to lift everyone's spirits up, Pope went on with the boys to party. They partied up until 3 a.m., and that's when he made the worst decision of his entire life. After hours of partying, Pope hopped in a car and sped up heavily under the influence of substances. The police pulled him over when his speed reached insane lengths. Upon looking inside the car, they found a glassy-eyed Kentavious with slurred speech. They knew what was up. They took out their breathalyzer, and the number showed 0.8. Pope was immediately taken to the station, and luckily, he was released from lockup with a ticket. But after this, Kentavious was put on a 12-month probation, and to stay out of jail, all he had to do was submit some tests that proved he was not under the influence of unhealthy substances. But he thought he was over the law because he was a multi-million-dollar player. He stopped submitting tests, and then the law came knocking on his door. He was given a 25 jail sentence in California for violating his probation. Since he was an NBA player, the law let him out on a work release, which is why he played with an ankle monitor. Right after the matches, he was sent back to jail, a rather unique and weird lifestyle. Number 2. Jason Richardson. Playing in the NBA comes with great responsibility, but time and again, players misuse this. Back in 2009, Jason was seen driving his sports car, and at first, undercover police spotted him going at very high speeds, which was dangerous on the highway he was driving on. They let him go at the time, but upon following him, things got intense. He sped up to 90 miles per hour on a 35 mile per hour road. That was way over the speed limit. So at this point, the police had to pull him over. When they walked up to his window, Jason admitted he was speeding, but then the police saw his 3-year-old son in the back without a car seat. He was arrested on the spot. He was then charged with reckless driving, excessive speeding, and failure to use a child seat. When the NBA found out, he was suspended without pay, costing him $111,000. Number 1. Sebastian Telfair. Sometimes players commit crimes they never recover from. When the police found out about Sebastian Telfair, his career ended right there and then. It really is a tragedy because in high school, Telfair was an unbelievable player. He averaged 33 points and 9 assists per game and was practically unstoppable. The headlines were literally calling him the next LeBron James. After he was drafted to the Blazers, one would normally think everything will go up from here, but his life instead ended up going downhill from there. Once he joined the league, he barely averaged 7 points per game. Then, to make matters worse, in 2006, Sebastian Telfair's secret double life was exposed. The Blazers had just landed their private jet in Boston on their way to a game, and this is when authorities saw something fishy with Telfair's suitcase. It was a loaded weapon. Even for an NBA player, this was off bounds. Sebastian told the police that he grabbed the wrong bag when he left when it was actually his girlfriend's luggage. This might seem like the worst cover-up, but after some investigation, this turned out to be true. Telfair saved himself from some serious charges, but not for long. A little while later, Sebastian was spotted driving his Range Rover way beyond the speed limit, that too with a suspended license. It doesn't end there, guys. When the police pulled him over and checked the car, they found a loaded weapon under his seat that wasn't registered in his or his girlfriend's name. To no surprise, he refused knowledge of this weapon. But it was found in his car, so the police took him with them. He later pleaded guilty to the possession of a weapon, got 3 years of probation, and a 3-game suspension from the NBA. He remained a good boy for a decade until some suspicious activities sent him back to jail. This time it was for 15 years, but he got out after 3.5 years after a $500,000 bail and was sentenced to probation. To say that this was a monumentally disappointing end to a promising career would be a huge understatement. Do let us know what you guys think about all of this in the comments section below. And before we get out of here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, I'll be catching you guys later in another video. Bye now.